Hello, hockey fans. Well, day three of this year's Stanley Cup playoffs in the books. Pretty exciting games took place. Couple of game ones. The final game ones got started, and the first game twos took place. But without further ado, here's what took place on this night. There you go, Leafs. See, those are the Leafs I know. Yeah, Toronto took over that game. Much better performance in game one. It was close all the way through. They didn't kind of roll over and die, if you will. But yeah, they took care of business, especially Austin Matthews. He had 2 assists, entered the third period, and he got that game winner that sealed it. So yeah, we have our first even series. We have our first even series this year. It's 1-1. Toronto took game two in Boston, and now they've got two. They have two in Toronto to look forward to, with the possibility of the Leafs heading back to Boston up 3-1. Now, wouldn't that be something? I can't believe what I saw. I mean, it was 3-0. The Islanders had them. It looked like we would see an even series here. And then even when it was 3-1, I thought, well, Islanders should finish this off anyway. And then it was 3-2, and then they tied it up. They tied up late, and when they tied up, I went, okay, we'll finally get overtime. Then 9 seconds after that goal, they take the lead. I go, what the hell just happened? So yeah, the Islanders had this. It was good. It was supposed to be a 1-1 series. Now Carolina heads to New York up 2-0, and they still have their home ice advantage. The worst that could happen is a 2-2 split heading back to Raleigh. Oh boy, the Islanders. I don't know. Listen, the Islanders only made the playoffs because the Metropolitan Division below the Rangers and Carolina was a cesspool. I mean, that's just that's just bad. What happened to the Islanders? They can't be doing that. They're going to be looking for an early exit. I predict that series to go 7. The way they're playing, it may not go 5, but it's a mess. So Mark Stone returned for Vegas. Yay! And he scored the first goal just like that. Hooray! Ugh. Oh boy. When did Vegas become the NHL's Astros? I swear to God. I think they're worse, but yeah. So Vegas took game one. So they became the first. Well, they didn't become the first road team to win. That was Toronto earlier tonight. But they became the first road team to take a series lead. They're up 1-0 in this series, which is a rematch of last year's Western Conference Final. Ottinger was mighty human. Was mighty human. They torched him. What is it with the goaltending so far in the playoffs? Everybody's falling apart. Um, we all know the story about Georgiev with the Avs. Um, uh, uh, um, before Carolina came back, Freddie Anderson gave up 3 goals and I think 9 shots. That's not good either. And Ottinger only faced 15 Vegas shots on goal and 4 of them went in. Yeah, it's been a bad few days for certain goaltenders, including one I'm about to mention. Oh, I know it's only one game, but the Kings completely checked out. Uh, it was just an awful game by LA, and Talbot in net was just egregious. See, it can happen to everybody. Now, Talbot faced more shots than Georgiev did in game one last night, but still, the Oilers put up a 7 burger on on the Kings, which included a hat trick from Zach Hyman, well, a hat trick and an assist. And speaking of assists, Connor David had 5 of them. Again, it's only one game, but if they keep playing like this in game two, they may only see two more. The Kings may only see two more. That is, you know, I I always think the Kings should be good enough to beat the Oilers out. This is the third straight meeting between these two teams. 2 years ago, the Kings kind of happy to be there, and even then, they made it to Game 7. We're this close. Last year. They should have learned a bit more, though they still kind of had that "well, we're here" feeling, but they went backwards, lost in six. This year is supposed to be the year where that happy to be there stuff supposed to be gone, but they got completely shelled in Game 1, completely shelled. And they scored some late goals in garbage time, but they were completely shelled. This game was over after the second period. They need to do better. Otherwise, they could be looking at a very short series here. So those are the games that took place, and here's what's in store for us hockey fans tomorrow. That's right. Tomorrow we have four more game twos in the Stanley Cup playoffs. In the East, it's game two of the Florida series, Lightning and Panthers, and game two of the Capitals Rangers series. And in the West, it's game two of the Avs series against the Jets. And we have game two in Vancouver between the Canucks and the Predators. And of course, the Rangers, the Panthers, the Jets, and the Canucks all have one of those series leads. And if I had to make a prediction, I kind of want to say all but Washington evens things up. I think Tampa's going to even it up because they're a strong team. We're going to even it up because we're going to be out for payback. Because like I said, we scored 6 goals and didn't win, so we're going to be fired up. And something tells me Nashville's going to even their series because the Preds kind of know how to mess with teams. So yeah, that's pretty much my prediction for tomorrow. All series will be even. All series will be even after tomorrow, except for the Washington series. I think the Rangers should take a 2-0 lead there. So that's what's in store for us tomorrow, and that is my recap of Day 3 of this year's Stanley Cup playoffs. It's been crazy. I would love some overtime though. That's why I go all in on the playoffs. You know, one of these games needs to go to overtime. Watch it be our game, just our luck. But anyway. If you like this video, click the like button. If you're on YouTube, click subscribe if you want more. If you're on TikTok, feel free to hit that follow button. And I'll be back tomorrow with a recap of tomorrow's action, hopefully with the good news that we've evened our series. So stay tuned.